It's, at this time, I want to bring to the stage Reverend Marilyn Pagán-Banks, who will present Community Renewal Society with an Impact Award. Reverend Marilyn.
Good afternoon or good morning. And it's Pagán-Banks. And every time someone calls me pagan, I get to tell a little joke. That accent on that second A is very important, and it's that thin line that keeps me on the side of being a Christian. Amen. And before I begin my portion of our time together, I want to invoke my mother into this space. Donna Marie Rosario, whose birthday would have been today, and she left us 21 years ago. And I bring her into this space because of what I'm going to talk about a little bit. My mother was an avid reader, and although she didn't raise me, somehow or another that got passed through, and she taught me I knew the importance of reading and also love to read. Let me just say that I am not going to quote Dr. King, but I am going to quote Kimberly, who at the age of 11 wrote this. Dear Dr. King, we could sure use your help nowadays. Not only has segregation between blacks and whites started again, but now some people are rude in helping people of their own color. Many of the handicapped and disabled children only have each other because people think they have something that others can catch, and it calls them to become that way. Children in schools pick their friends, and many of the strange ones, as they would put it, don't get picked. This child wrote this to Dr. King, and it's part of a compilation that was put together in 2005. And I wonder if today our children would write a letter to Dr. King, what would they say? They probably would still say, we could sure use your help nowadays. Too many children are dying in the richest country in the world because of hunger. Dr. King, we need your help nowadays. Too many children are dying because of gun violence and our love of violence and weapons. Dr. King, we could sure use your help today. My trans friends are being killed. Dr. King, we could sure use your help today. My 5-year-old cousin was shot in front of the church. Dr. King, I chose to center the voice of children in my part of the conversation on today because we realize in our work, and often we'll say the children are our future, when really they have so much to offer us right now. They have wisdom, they have vision, they have creativity, curiosity, and before it's wiped out, they have courage. And so this summer, we centered children. And by we, I mean A Just Harvest. I realize I don't think there was too much of a bio given, but I'm the director of A Just Harvest. And this summer, we partnered with Community Renewal Society. But let me tell you how it happened. We wrote our own Dear Friends letter. We wrote letters to folks because we weren't given money to be able to hire young people in our community. There just isn't enough. I'm going to assume that the city didn't deny us, but only because there just wasn't enough. And we had already begun to organize young people. We wanted to begin to put together our Freedom School for the summer and build on the work we had done previously. And there was no money. And so we wrote our dear friends to everybody, seeking resources to pay the young people to do this work, to create the Freedom School out of their own experience, their own imagination, and out of their own wisdom. And so we wrote a Dear Everybody letter, and the Community Renewal Society responded and partnered with us this summer, so that not only did we provide a growing safe space, but we provided jobs. We provided living wage jobs for 10 young people, 16 and up. And then in partnership with the Community Renewal Society, understanding the importance of supporting families, and it's not just about individuals, we also were able to give a stipend to those who participated in the Freedom School 15 and under. So this was able to provide much needed resources for back to school and holidays, and just being able to start on a solid footing. And so today, I want to take this moment on behalf of A Just Harvest. I'm going to open it, even though it's so beautifully packaged. We present the 2023 North Star Freedom School Partner Award to the Community Renewal Society for partnering with us this summer in providing safe space for creativity, for building, for growing, and economic justice for our young people in Chicago. Thank you, thank you, thank you, CRS. But let me tell you something about this image. This is El Sol Taíno, and this is part of the indigenous Puerto Rican African diasporic community. And it comes from understanding that the sun is both powerful and healing. And so understanding that our work around building power, as we've heard, around already having the answers and the solutions, we got to stand on the power that we have, and also know that it's going to take some loving and healing of our communities. And so why is this work so important, and why did I talk about reading? Well, the North Star Freedom School centered literacy in what we do. We're partnering with other folks too around what that might mean and what that might look like. But in this country and at this time, our children are still struggling with reading. We know too many young adults that we're working with that have been caught up in all kinds of things that are still basically illiterate. So we are standing on this work right now, understanding that it's our responsibility to make sure that our people can read, to make sure that our people can not only know that they have the power to speak on their own behalf and build on their own behalf, but that we create the space where it happens. We accompany our community in this work. So taking back on the importance of literacy, surrounding it with love and culture and healing work this summer. We were able to do that with 20 young people. Thanks be to God, with our partnership with the Community Renewal Society. When I wrote that letter, Reverend Dr. Waltrina Middleton called me right away, and we figured it out. And this work is messy work. This work can be heartbreaking, but this work is necessary, and we have to center children today, not later, not when we think we have it all figured out, but center them today, because children know what they want, they know what they need, and they are brilliant. And they are the ones that are going to lead us out of the mess that we have made. And as adults, just really trying to be, have integrity and trying to lead in a whole new way. So no, children are not just our future. Children are our promise and have power today and voice. So let's center them. Let's do this work together. And let's, as we honor Dr. King, let's remember that we are raising kings and queens even right now. Thank you.
Thank you so much.